Janelle Endres here with the Endres Group Home Sales Team. Today we are live at a home inspection and I want to talk to sellers. So sellers, you really need to pay attention to what I'm going to talk about here. I have a special report that you can get from us if you just call us, and what it is the 11 things you need to know to pass your home inspection. It's a free report and it's going to help you sell your home without having any unpleasant situations come up that can cost you the sale of your home. So please call me for this report at 727-515-9551. Now I want to mention that this is March Madness and the Endres Group Home Team has a special for anybody watching this video who lists with us and mentions the video. We will pay for your 4-point inspection to be done ahead of time, so you know those things that have to be done in order for a buyer to have your home insurable. That's a thing here in Florida and it's very important. So I'm going to go back to our 11 things you need to know. So you're probably wondering what's in this report. So number 7 talks about rotting wood. And as it says, it can occur in many places, but a lot of sellers just don't look at their home closely anymore. They've been living there, they think it's perfect. But the inspector, you can see he's marked it with a blue tab, has found there's bubbling paint here on the fascia, and he has said to me it could be from wood destroying organisms, from moisture getting in underneath that wood, and it's something that the buyer is probably going to ask the seller to take care of. Of course, if it was done ahead of time, the buyer won't think there's problems with the home that maybe makes them think they shouldn't be buying it. So that's one of the important things on our 11 things you need to know. Once again, a free report to you. The next thing I'm going to mention is defective plumbing. Now, no one wants to buy a home with defective plumbing, and the inspector has pointed out here that it has a leaky faucet. Now, leaky faucets aren't difficult to repair, but just think if this was done ahead of time and the buyer thought, well, the sellers really loved the home, they took care of it. And they're going to be much happier with a home they feel like was well maintained. So the next thing that we're going to point out here today, as we step outside, is the inspector found this PVC piping is loose. So once again, the PVC piping comes into this faucet here, and it needs to be somehow attached so it doesn't move. Once again, not something big except for the buyer. You don't want the buyer to be afraid of buying the house thinking there's a lot wrong with the house. So that's one thing that the inspector will point out to her when she comes here. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is roof. Now, the roof is very important. Once again, that's part of your 4-point inspection along with plumbing, just so you know. And I gotta find it here, 5 is roofing problems. So you can't have a roof that leaks or that you don't have a long life with it. Gutters leaking, those type of things can cause issues, and if there's issues, the inspector will point it out, and either the buyer might ask that those things be repaired, maybe the roof replaced, or maybe even a credit at closing, which would lose the seller money they thought they were going to net off the sale. So the last thing I'm going to talk about here is masonry problems, masonry work that might be either defective or just needs some general maintenance. So right here you can see there's some cracking. I'm not an engineer, I'm not an inspector, so the inspector will give the advice to the buyer on what to do, but you know, hopefully this is something that can be repaired that the buyer's happy with. If not, unfortunately, the buyer does have the right to cancel the contract, and the seller might lose the sale of their home and then have to disclose anything that was found on this inspection to the next buyers. So what we want to do here is make sure that you get this report from us, the 11 things you need to know to pass your home inspection, so you don't have any unpleasant surprises that could cost you the sale of your home. And you can call us for it at 727-515-9551. And once again, if you decide to list with us, don't forget to mention this video and our March Madness special of paying for your 4-point. So we will talk to you soon. This is Janelle Endres from the Endres Group Home Sales. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.